Good afternoon. I'm Ellen Pogamiller. Thank you so much for joining me each Monday for Capital Catch Up. I really appreciate you joining me, not only for us to provide an opportunity for you to learn more about session, but also learn more about how you can engage and educate yourself on issues that impact you at your school or in the classroom. So let's kick it off. So what happened last week? Lots of bills passed. There are right now 120 measures that are on the governor's desk so that he has an opportunity to sign into law. So far, Governor Stitt has signed 18 measures and has not vetoed any measures. We had a few bills that we were really excited that passed last week and that are on his desk. So Senate Bill 807 is the Pay Support Professionals in a Pandemic bill. This just ensures that if anything like this were to happen again, our support staff are at the same level as our certified staff and get the same level of support. The other bill is House Bill 1593. This reduces the frequency of 4 state-mandated professional development trainings for teachers. So this week, it's deadline week. Again, all bills that were heard in the opposite chamber have to be heard by this Thursday. I know each week I kind of say it's going to be a crazy week, but I wanted to give this little kind of asterisk to that story. In March, when COVID hit and schools shut down, really legislature and that session last year really shut down. While a handful of bills still made it through the whole process, and obviously they passed a budget, overall, not much was passed last year. So this session has really been kind of a 2-for-1, 2 sessions of bills into 1 session. So that's why it seems every week that I talk about how crazy and how busy this week will be. But because it's a deadline week, there are still more than 200 House measures awaiting possible Senate considerations and more than 270 Senate measures awaiting House consideration. And so what we're doing here is we're watching that floor agenda. We're watching to see what happens and what's placed on the agenda. Not everything placed on the agenda will receive a vote, but if they're not even put on the agenda, they're not going to be heard at all. So the floor agenda really allows you that opportunity to see what the priorities are of our House and Senate. And so that's something you can see. I know sometimes people think we have some insider knowledge, but you can go to the House website and the Senate website and check out the floor agenda and see what's on there and see if there's any legislation that you're really curious about and would like passed off of the floor. So here are 2 websites that we included that you can go and visit. So while we are watching the floor agenda and watching different education bills make their way through that process, the biggest piece of legislation that we are watching is Senate Bill 634. We appreciate your continued advocacy on this bill, calling your legislator and asking them to vote no on this bill. Currently, Senate Bill 634 is not on the floor agenda, and that's where we want to keep it. So this week, we are asking you, if you haven't had the opportunity, either call your House member or go to our website and check out our kind of email system that you can put in your information, and it'll send an email to your legislator letting them know why you oppose Senate Bill 634 and why you hope they vote no if it's put onto the floor agenda and brought to the floor. So that's really it for this week. Next week, we'll start talking budget and amendments and all of those fun things. So thanks for joining me this Monday. Hope to see you next week.